Hello, everyone. Welcome back one more time to my trading channel. My name is Karina Fabi, and in this opportunity, I would like to talk about a very important concept and very specific as well, which is the overbought and oversold concept. As you know from my experience, I've been trading the Forex market for the last 15 years. And on my first year, I used indicators, every indicator possible. And I also focused on charts. And by my surprise, on the first year, as you know, in my book that I talk about my experience on the last part of my book, I couldn't get through a crisis. I couldn't get through the subprime crisis in the United States. So everything got to uh, everything started leading me to price action. And by the time I was trading in New York and Wall Street, and I traded with the concept of overbought and oversold, and I see it today as something that has nothing to do with, like I explained here, buying cheap and shorting high. So with price action, once you made the transition of indicators and charts with price action, you don't get back to any of that because you're starting to understand that it doesn't matter how high the market goes as long as you trade into the right side of the market. So if it is a trend market, let's say index, let's say commodities, which are trend markets, you always want to go long. Doesn't matter how high it goes. You might get the chance to short after, I'm going to say, 2, 3 trading sessions. You may be able to have the right information and to start shorting, okay? But has nothing to do with the fact that you want to short when the market is showing you an overbought indication. And you may use the RSA, you may use any sort of indication that is overbought and is the time to start shorting the markets. Okay, so be very careful because shorting the markets, when it comes to a trend market, it doesn't matter because it's done to be making new highs and historical highs and even more highs. And so the overbought has nothing to do with your strategy. So point number one, don't try to use the RSA while using price action strategies. Okay. Also the overbought. The overbought has nothing to do with the fact that you want to buy a certain level. Has nothing to do with the fact. Okay, that's just a little quick. Okay, everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Karina Fabi. And in this opportunity, I would like to talk about the concept of the overbought and oversold situation and how that will ruin your full strategy in the markets. Okay, because I noticed, and from my experience, I've been trading the Forex market for the last 15 years. And I started with charts, I started with indicators as well. I know the concept of overbought and I know the concept of oversold. I've been trading in wars, I've been trading in pandemia, I've been trading on many difficult situations. And honestly, you won't get that far with the concept of buying cheap and shorting at highs. So the overbought and oversold has nothing to do with strategy. It means that, for example, the RSA, I'm going to show you a few examples. You're not going to decide because of the market is in overbought situation. You're not going to decide to start shorting. In the contrary, if the market is into the overbought situation, it means that probably there's not the time to buy, but maybe you have to wait for a correction to start buying in a lower prices or cheaper prices. And the oversold situation is the same. If here's it's a very important differentiation that we have to talk very seriously. If we're talking in a trend market, which is index, which is commodities, which is stocks, those are the futures, those are the trend markets. I mean, they're made to be making new highs every time. They're made to be trending up. A correction of those markets is what produces in a context, are produced in a context of a war, a crash, a stock crash. I can say a conflict, a geopolitical situation, many situations that you know that a correction can happen in the trend markets. So a correction means you wait for the right moment to entry, okay, and you want to go long. But to go short in a trend market, that's the most difficult. That's the most difficult part, and that's where many day traders get caught up in a situation where it's just not going down. Even if it is in an overbought situation, it's just not going down. So the RSA, what it's going to do is like it will accommodate the numbers, and it's going to show you in the overbought situation. It will accommodate the numbers. It's going to go neutral again, and they're going up again. So on that, in the meantime, you're going to be waiting for the market to go down, and it's just not going to happen. Okay, so be careful with the overbought concept, because it's something that you had to manage very carefully, and do not try to compare price action with the RSA or any indicator that gives you that supposedly overbought situation so you can short, oversold situation so you can buy. There's no such a thing. Now, if we're talking in different markets, like for example, in the currency market, the forex markets, you have I'm going to say you have the sell area and you have the buy area. So they're not trend markets. The forex is not trending. They're not trend markets. You're basically going to be trading in a buy area or in a sell area. So you know what's the right strategy if you're in a buy area or if you are in a sell area. Complete different concept. Okay, so when you are in a short area, let's give an example. The euro dollar below 110 is into a short area. So it's going to go up. It's going to show you overbought situations many times. And when that happens, you're going to wait for the right price to go short. Okay. And when it is in an oversold situation, it doesn't matter because it's going to keep looking for new lows. It's going to keep going down. It is going to make a quick correction, but that quick correction is going to help to short again. Okay. So the overbought, it doesn't matter. You wait for the price to possibly correct a little bit, and then you wait for the entry point. The typical mistake here that I notice in many traders, even professional traders, they see overbought index, they see overbought numbers on the RSA, or the moving average is showing you a turning point in a trend market, let's say commodities, let's say index. And they keep shorting and shorting and shorting even more. The price keeps showing new highs and they short even more, showing new highs, keep shorting even more. And possibly those levels are now coming back. So the market is going to start showing you even more accumulation of buyers every time it keeps going towards new highs or the next highs. Okay, so don't misunderstand price action. Don't try to compare with overbought, oversold. Okay, so you may want to use the concept of transitions. You may want to use other concepts to explain the overbought on the oversold. When the market is into, they're not buying anymore because it's too high. They're not shorting anymore or because it's too low. So you don't enter on those levels. You just wait. But try to keep yourself safe on the right side of the market, because the ones that only can short properly an index or stocks or whenever a crash is coming, they know what they're looking for in the parallel markets. They know what to do, or they have the right information ahead of you. But many times we don't have that information ahead of us. So try to keep yourself on the right side in the market. If you are in the forex market, you have to make sure that you identify correctly if you are in a buy area or in a sell area. And if you are an index, S&P 500, NASDAQ, gold, whatever it is that you know is a trend market, you don't want to go short. If it starts showing you the overbought levels, the market is not buying anymore. Take it as a transition that the market will give you a correction, so you have a better entry price, a better buy price. But to short, that's the most difficult part. You may want to wait 3 trading sessions before you want to start shorting the market when it is a trend market. So in 3 trading sessions, the market keeps pushing and pushing and pushing. You're probably facing possibly a correction. So you may want to consider to short. Okay. I hope this is very useful for you. Again, you can find this more information. This is the Spanish version, but you're going to find the English version on my website. And I talk about map price, which we're going to get through that topic also in these videos. How to set up a map price. In price action, you want to know exactly what is the buy price, what is the short price, because that opportunity is showing you every single time in the markets, especially in the day trading. That's what I'm going to be focused on, day trading, and then we're going to go deep on scalping. Okay, I hope this is very helpful for you. If you want if you have any questions regarding the overbought and oversold concept, I can show you plenty of examples and how we'll make you strategy to short when it's overbought and to buy when it's oversold. And I've been through that situations. I've been through that timing where is this too high. This historical high. That's really high. And I've been on that situation where you're just like, it's probably the moment. But no, it's the moment not to enter the market. It's the moment to stay, okay, I'm going to step back a little bit. And I'm going to wait to that transition to just see what they're telling me. Trust me, many times the overbought is in the next 2-3 days, a long strategy also. And the oversold on the next day or the next day or the next day is also keep shorting, keep selling, keep going short. And this is going to save you a lot of stop outs, a lot of stop losses if you follow this little piece of advice. I really hope it can help you, and I'll see you in the next video.